opposite, you realize that most of the time, not just you, but many people fall short of all these things. And they are always there making claim of God and accepting God and believing in God. You ask yourself, are they truly believing in God? Are they calling on God? And even they call on God, as will God listen? Will He answer them? Will He grant them their needs? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. It's what you do that will earn you something. If you're not doing anything, you don't earn anything from anyone. So it's a very simple, basic thing. I don't know why it's so contradicting to people. Why people don't see the contradictions, and why people are finding it hard to see through the lines and realize that we are really deceiving ourselves. All the God, I say Jehovah, the name and all that, is all said straightforward as it is. It is something different. The inspirational manifestation has come from the negative side of which the book talks against. You see gay people fighting for their religious rights. Why? Yes, they have to. Lesbians, they do fight that. It is clearly stated, but nobody cares about that. They do fight for their religious stance. They believe that they pray, they believe that they're talking to God. In fact, God is the one who has sat and saw them to become gays or lesbians. A man is a gay. Look at how mean women are, how mean women can become. Some women become. Maybe that is the reason why, and so much difficulty and rigid moral standards, set by others, is the reason why that guy became a gay. Because he was easily convinced by a man, as he desperately wanted to be with a woman, and he never got that woman. He ends up with a man, and he sort of begins to realize, okay, it's the same penetration, so why wouldn't I accept that? Yeah, maybe that's the case. That's what make gays become gays, or that is what make the spirit, if it's a spiritual, engagement, maybe that is what made the spirit take advantage of human beings and, made them become gays. A lesbian, beautiful woman, she lives her life all this time being a family, and always the things that she was told, distance herself from men, so much that now she didn't know how to go close to men. Even if men talk to her, she's so upset, she was angry. But she was used to women, and she was so close to women friends in so many ways that she started developing mutual friends, relations with them, just like a gay man will have developing some feelings for a man. And that woman also gave, because she naturally felt so close to her own peers, her own friends, females, so much that she became bound and attracted to them. Then she became a lesbian. The same thing probably happened to the man who becomes a gay, or let's say, I don't know how best to refer to it. I normally will say gay or lesbian, as that's what we commonly know of. And anyhow they can please their pleasures, they do that. Now, a gay or a lesbian person will say that they are doing, or they fall into that category because they were naturally born to that state, because they don't know anything, because they were breathed into the state where that's the information that has been accumulated in the brains, and that is what is acceptable to them. And scientifically, there are things that could prove whatever it is that person's state is, whether you could refer to him as a gay or you refer to him to her as a lesbian, whichever way. In all these situations, God Jehovah, if He knows everything, He's there and He's seen everything. He knows all that the people are going through. He knows that this person will become a gay or this person will become a lesbian. God knows that. My shocking side, my shocking, state of all these things is why God does not do anything about it. Why doesn't He stop these things? Why doesn't God prevent it from happening? If these things are so terrible before Him, why doesn't He stop it? Why can't He stop it? This is a very serious, crucial issue. You can imagine as a human being how you fight every day your life, struggling to sort of feel or fulfill your life, or to be happy in your life, sharing life with others. And you can't imagine the ways of other people. put you off. Yeah, the ways of other people can put you off. And like joke, you will end up becoming something that you didn't even think of you become. But you need the strength, the self-control. Like I always said, I know I have self-control a lot. You need that self-control, that strength of self-control. And if God didn't give you much of a self-control, then you are doomed. You will fall into the trap easily. Yeah. But whatever people become, lesbian, gays, liars, fornicators, whatever, adulterers, whatever they become, God has spoken of it. But God has also allowed things to be as it's meant to be. Whether Jehovah or Allah, whichever way it is, the true natural life has allowed things to go on. That is the reason why we have the life we have. We don't have it because we just make it up. Circumstances has changed our point of view and has changed our way of life. Those things that happen put people into certain situations in a cage, and they definitely don't become the same person as you move them out of the cage, even an animal. So let us really embrace truth and ignore lies. When we look at a book that we so-called claim to be from a divine inspiration, how do we view these things? Are they truly divine inspired? Then we ask ourselves questions to see how divinely inspired they are. You just fall for anything as you want to. I have tried to analyze the idea of God, the idea of Jesus, the idea of Christianity. I've tried to analyze the idea of the Islamic people and Muhammad and all that. I choose the words from the book for people to understand. I choose the Quran. I read through the Quran. I point it out to you. For very good reason that I do that. Not for the joke of it. For very good reason. Reasons to stabilize the human race, to stabilize, to sort of clear my own mind and be very embracive of the good things of life. I mean, meeting people of all class of people and being very, very sociable without any worries or any doubts or any sort of confusions. That is the main reason why I choose every day to sort of talk about these things. There might not be a huge audience, but there is a huge audience. I don't understand that is possible. But it is necessary and has become a requirement for me. Then I'm sure that it is necessary also and a requirement for you to accept, to accept the facts. But your ears is required and your wisdom does matter for you to think about things carefully and know. I mean, are we waiting for the time where volcanic eruption will take place or something terrible will happen? No, we don't need to do that. We have to think every day how to get something to cover our head from the rain, or how to be able to invent something to help us to, make the right choices. I have tried to live life the best way that I know how. But it is not just up to me. At the end of the day, it's not just up to me. No matter how I have tried. Life is very much controversial. Very controversies are really there in life. That there are controversies so much that you and I cannot necessarily jump into things without thinking them through. Yeah, I recommend you think things through. Because the idea of faith is not for a joke of it. I have gone through spiritual experiences which has really cost me a lot. It has cost me a lot, and I don't want you to go there. I don't even want you to. I don't want you to end up there. I hope you don't end up there.